if this packet says sugar, we are avoiding it. How about the sucralose in the top 3? It will never be.
Sucrose will never be in the top 3 because the weight itself of sucralose
Okay.
is like so sucralose, if I'm not wrong, is significantly sweeter than sugar.
Yes.
So it is like 200 times sweeter than sugar if I'm not wrong. So as a result, they have to put a very tiny amount. When people hear sucralose is 200 times sweeter, they are like, oh, it's 200 times worse than sugar. That's not the case.
Correct.
This means that you have to put a lot of sugar, but you have to put only a tiny amount of sucralose. So as a result, by weight, it will never ever be in the top 3.
Okay.
Unless the product has only like 3-4 ingredients, then maybe it may be there.
Okay. And how about in the first 3, palm oil? You said about palm oil. What is about palm oil? They're adding everything.
So the thing with palm oil is it's one of the cheapest oils available, and as a result, it's in every food, every single food, and it is very versatile. Like so, it is used in lipsticks, it's used in soaps, it's used in toothpaste, it's used in everything. And so palm oil is very high in saturated fat, and so I just like. And the challenge is like literally in everything. You pick up any biscuit today, it'll have palm oil. You pick up any chocolate, palm oil. Any noodles, palm oil. Even the premium products, like, you spend hundreds of rupees extra, they'll have palm oil. In fact, like, I'll just tell you one example. There are products in India, like, I'll be honest, like, I try to filter myself, like, I don't want you to get in trouble. But then I'm like, I just cannot control myself.
Don't worry, but I'm already in trouble. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, so like for example, Pringles or classic salted Lay's, the yellow one. You get it in the same product in US as well. But in India, they use palm oil. In the US, they don't use palm oil. And it's supposed to be globally standardized, right? It's like a Pringles. It's the green color Pringles, which is like the famous Pringles. But in India, they have palm oil. In US, they don't. Of course, the oil they use in the US is not great for you. But palm oil is even worse. So, point is that it's there in every single food item. And we are importing palm oil, if I'm not wrong, 50,000 crores worth of palm oil every single year. So, it's a big import burden as well. So that is again the challenge. That's why I tell people, if you can consume other alternatives like, whether it's makhana or nuts or other alternatives outside of that. I know cucumber doesn't sound that tasty, but if you have it with like a little bit salt, if you just make it a bit make it a chaat, like, make your cucumber into a chaat, like make your mooli into a chaat, like, add some salt, add some seasonings, and, it becomes not that bad anymore.
Correct.
So that's what, if you can avoid it as much as possible. So most packaged food will have palm oil, but the non-packaged food usually doesn't have palm oil. So that's what
But that snack option that you're saying, it takes effort.
Yeah.
You need to cut the cucumber, add the salt, put it in a small dabba. So that effort is the problem.
Yeah.
And the reason that I am emphasizing about packaged foods, I'm so glad that you're doing this, is that you are looking at the ingredients. I'm looking at it as a whole package per se. Because whole package itself is not good for the gut bacteria.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason is that if a product is on the shelf and they want to sell it, they have to add something to extend the shelf life. Nobody is going to put a product on the shelf and then say it's going to expire in 2 days.
Yeah.
There is no way. So whenever you're adding something to extend the shelf life, yes, gut bacteria damage might not be imminent. That once you decrease some certain portion, you're not going to get like diabetes, blood pressure right away. That is the problem, right away.
So they say that the longer the shelf life, the shorter our life.
Yeah.
The shorter our shelf life. That's the funny thing, right? The longer the expiry date, sooner our